this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your Divine Masculine energies check-in. Let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculines today. This is your Divine Masculine Central, which you get the 411 on your Divine Masculine straight with no chaser. I try to, again, this is a reminder, I say this disclaimer to remind myself that I try to present the Divine Masculine in the most positive light as possible on here, and I try to absence it from any kind of Divine Masculine bashing over here. So if that's what you want, you're not going to get that here. If there's any kind of negative slant for the Divine Masculines on here, is because that's what's been showed in the cards, but it's not me adding on my own bias to it. Those things are only things I add on to it is by personal experience or things to help you to kind of understand better of what's going on with the Divine Masculine. So Divine Masculine energies, you are welcome. And we all have Divine Masculine energies within us, whether we are a human female or human male. Let's begin. All right, just remember, this is your first time to my channel. Welcome. Thank you. Hit click, like, and share as you feel guided to do. Also understanding that I am an intuitive coach, clear and an intuitive reader, which means I do the readings according to what I see and what Spirit directs me to do. And so then understanding that, note that I don't do the traditional tarots over here. So if that's what you're used to over here, I don't do that. Sometimes I might jump on it, and sometimes I might not. So just letting you know so you can get a better understanding of how I flow over here. Alrighty then. That kind of describes, I think some people were saying that in my sunshine circle, that they were like, they would have some problems with the speaking. Chaos and disorganized. Right now, the Divine Masculine and his energies is now finding himself that he's going to have to kind of speak to the chaos. Like Jesus, the greatest way shower there was, like he got out and he woke up and the disciples was telling them about the storm. And he just said, peace be still. Now with all this chaos that's going on, there was a great conflict, I think, last time I checked in with him. And now it's some chaos that's storming around here. And so he's going to have to speak to it. Some of the Divine Masculines, you all have been in the energies is like, if I don't see it, I don't speak on it, maybe it kind of go away. I'm just doing like, I don't know why I'm doing like ears. I think about the monkey. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And right now, Spirit is saying, you're going to have to speak and say something. You're going to have to name it. You're going to have to claim something so this chaos will stop going. Because if you keep on just like a baby, you know, if you don't say, I know in the classroom, I keep on and they get louder and louder and louder in the classroom, and I don't say anything like, bring it down, remember your levels, because they have us do levels. Level 0 is this, no talking. 1 is whisper, 2 is this. And if I don't keep on constantly reminding them about the different levels, voice levels that are supposed to be maintained in there, it's going to be chaos. I can't sit up there and just keep on doing my work at my desk and keep on walking around and act like I don't see it. I've got to speak to the chaos. And so, again, this is what's right now is being directed to the Divine Masculine energies, is that you're going to have to speak to it. It's no more, not speak no evil, hear no evil, and all that stuff, see no evil. That's over with. So I guess maybe I might put the monkeys on that. No that unless something else guides me to say something else. No more of that Divine Masculine. So you're going to have to kind of put your big boy panties on, and you're going to have to now kind of address what's actually coming into your existence, which means some kind of way you have drawn this to you. Something through your actions and your reactions has caused this chaotic moment of disorganization to occur. Okay, let's kind of go into it and see about what's going on in 3D. I'd like to know what's going on in the 3D. What is this? What's going on in the 3D? I think I need to keep these books someplace else, because I'm going to tear off the cover. I won't be able to recognize none of these. Oh, clear. What's going on in the 3D, Divine Masculine? Make it clear, make it plain. Okay, thank you. What's going on? Okay, I see it. I feel it. I see it. I feel it. I see it. Okay, so he's understanding that he's got this chaos and this organization happening, occurring right now with the Divine Masculine and the energies right now. So he says, I'm going to have to speak to it. like Jesus. I'm going to have to say peace be still. Right now there's a conflict of how he's thinking how him and the divine feminine is going to actually come together. He's seeing that he really has a conflict because understanding this truth is being slanted. It's represented here like it's how it's leaning up against the wall. He wants the divine feminine. That's interesting. What is this? Is this Aries? Oh, it looks like her necklace has been broken. I think about my mom. She always saying about, oh, I don't like when necklace is broken. That means like the chain is that means a lot. She does like that. She's superstitious. Like when that happens, she's like something is broken. So something could be also broken. It looks like it's a small mini chain. Whatever it is that was around the motions of the divine feminine's neck or the divine feminine energies, period. 3D or within the divine masculine has broken, and so this divine masculine energies in his thinking actually wants this, but there's a conflict on it because there's a slant to the truth that's actually happening. For the divine masculine, he also sees, he's still saying, I see the divine feminine. When the first thing I seen it is her walking. She's putting her boots on and walking. She's being vulnerable. She's grounded and rooted in her heart because the heart chakra is here. She's still in her solar plexus, or still having that is also being covered, but at the same time she's also got the nipple area, the breast covered too. So it's like you can't get no nurturing from you. You can't nurture from the divine feminine energies, whether it's 3D or in 5D, and she's not even allowing you to get it or the world to get it. So she on her own thing according to the divine masculine's belief. He's like the flame has been torched, but at the same time he's looking at her like, where you going? You putting your boots on and your clothes? Hold on a second, I wasn't even finished yet. I ain't even put. So the divine masculine is going to have to still take some more. I see glasses here. Take a little bit more of an introspective look at some things here as far as his actions, because it's a divine feminine. It's, to me, if I look at the divine feminine energies represented in this thing, has her boots on, is ready to walk. But the divine masculine energy is like, hold up, wait a second, I think it's about one more thing. I want to show you something else. But he's got to take a look at this a little bit more, and he's not standing in his power. And in the divine feminine energies, she's saying is divine feminine energies is not standing in her power. She still got that block, so she's got to work on that. And also, again, covering up the breast area, which means she's not nurturing. She didn't cut that off. It's like, really, the divine feminine is practicing self-love, because it's like, I'm not nurturing you, and I'm not nurturing the world. Right now, I'm just nurturing self. I'm covering myself. This is over with. This is closed. Don't even be thinking about trying to play around with it. He's like, hold on a second. Wait. So that's what's going on. So that's even the 3D energies within himself, or also the 3D within himself, physical in the 50, or that's even on the outside. This goes in many levels. The divine master knows that he's got to get into magician mode. That's going to stop all this chaos here. And how he's going to be able to create the magic and magician mode, he's got to speak it into existence. He's got to talk to these people in the 3D about this chaos and how disorganized it is. He's got to be able to tell them, peace be still, because he wants to offer this cup. He also sees that it's the divine feminine. This is like a prize. Is the one who's really holding up this candle. She's the one who's grounded and rooted in this, because it's represented by this red candle, and it's lit as well. How that's interesting. Not lit red candle too as well. So she knows that he wants to put things on the table to create this balance within himself as far as his divine feminine energies and his divine masculine energies, and he's creating this. And he's creating this sacred geometry as well. He's grounded and rooted, but he's really seeming like he's really becoming vulnerable here, especially in his heart space. But he's got a look of determination. Like, I know I got to carve some things out. I'm going to have to chop some heads off. And he probably going to have to do that with his talking. His speaking, he's got to do that. His actions here has not been... divine masculine energies have a way that when they talk to any kind of feminineness in their life, it's almost like it just shoots right onto the brain, right to the brain. You done blowed their mind just what you're saying. So right now, it's really, to tell you the truth, divine masculine, it's not going to take too much for you, just like Jesus. It's just simple words, and the disciples was like, what? That's all it took, just you to say Peace be still. Well, dang, I could have did that. But yeah, you said it several times. It didn't even happen then. Because why? You didn't believe you could. Oh, yeah, the little faith of non-belief. You know, you can say it. You got the power to be able to say it. But at the same time, if you don't believe what you're saying, you don't believe you got the power to be able to do it, then it's like it's going to be non and void. It's a waste of time. So he knows he needs to get into that part where he needs to do that. And then he also knows right now he needs to speak in existence what he wants. He wants to take over. He wants his divine feminine. He wants to be nurtured by her. He wants to stimulate her and to stimulate her, you know, get her going. And so that she be like, oh my God, I'm yours. There go that three cups again, three of chalices. That energies that's in the weekend update. The overall there, and this is what he wants: me, you, and the energy and source makes three. That's it. I was about me, you, and the baby makes three. Well, some of y'all they do want the babies, but you know we are on that part, divine master. Some of y'all do want kids with your divine feminines too. It's like I want a little us created. A little us. Something that there's evidence that we came together. So I want a little us. So some of them want a little us. A little ussy. All right. Let's see about what you're feeling about this connection. Clear. What are you feeling? Okay, that's what's showing up in the 3D. What's going on with you in this connection then? The divine master says, again, this came out again. This is in the energy update. Watch the weekly weekend update here. He wants to really offer something small. It might be like a little small token, a little something of love to the divine feminine. This is what he actually wants to do in doing this. But he feels as if the divine feminine is like, she's not all the way totally, like, to me, it's like, okay, I'm going to have my hand back here just in case so I can kind of like sneak on off. And she's grounded and rooted. She's comfortable and she's rooted because we see her with the red pillow here. Or is that orange? It looks orangish. Maybe in her sacral, how she's connected to others. No, that's orange. Sorry, the way it looks. The way she's connecting to others, the way she's manifesting things. And she's like, well, I'm comfortable right where I am. So it's like, you know, you got to come to me. And so the divine feminine, he wants to offer, divine masculine energies, you want to offer something to the divine feminine. And you want to have this connection here as well. But so you kind of like taking her legs and say, okay, I want you to kind of like open up to me. You gotta, here she's got blue on here, so to me you've got to communicate this to her, because you right now in your bliss, you know what makes you happy now. If it makes you happy, and you have this heart chakra here, so to me you've been comfortable really being in your heart chakra when it comes to this connection as well. So this to me looks like this is you all home, so this is where you want to, you know, you're heading off to, this is home. As well, so you know that's in the background. This is something that you're aspiring to come together, like make a home, or home, rather you say, is that where you all's destination to actually go, because you know that each other's home. Like I said the other day, I looked on Facebook and they were saying home is not a place, it's a person. So that's actually where you wanted to go. What is the heart of the matter that's going on with the divine masculine? Clear. What's going on with you all? So right now you're having issues. You got your trust here, and you need to free yourself. Okay, so the divine masculine is feeling in some ways, you know, you still got that armor, you still protecting yourself. You feel like, again, you protect yourself against the divine feminine, because you feel at any moment there you can stab her in the back because your actions, you kind of don't trust yourself. And you feel the divine feminine wears her heart on her sleeve. You feel also that you can't trust your thinking, because you know how you wear your heart on the sleeve, and you might also betray your own self. So this is why you got to say, I've got to trust. Okay, can I get a clarifier on that? What's that about? Clear. This time is going fast. I'm going to talk 14 minutes already. Ooh. The aim here. Okay, thank you. Because now, in order for you to do that, you've got to gain trust. You're going to have to play it by the books. You know how this goes, Divine Masculines. You are very analytical. This is represented here by this chess piece here. Although you're out in the desert, you have nothing to go by. But at the same time, you understand that you got to watch your strategy. You got to watch your moves. You got to watch what you put on the table. In the past, you acted like a clown. This is a clown. Now, in the present, you know that you got to shield yourself. And even in the future, you got to remain yourself and shielding yourself. As far as your nostalgia, that means how you're looking at things in the past, how nostalgic you are, and allowing how the past played out back then to affect your future now. When you're talking about free yourself, you understand that you are special. You are a unicorn. You fart rainbows and sprinkles. And that is something that at any time you're able to release yourself from this type of cage that you have. You understand this here has an opening. You are a unicorn. Unicorns can fly. That means you can fly right over this at any time. So wherever it is, you put yourself in your own self-imposed prison because you don't belong there, and you know that you can release yourself at any time. So you need to take back your control. How you going to take back your control? And to do that again, is to speak peace. But once you do that, you're going to have peace. Okay, you're going to have a new beginning presented to yourself, and you're going to be able to offer that branch, because you already say you probably need to do that according to you, because I'm picking up in this thing. It's like you keep on telling your divine feminine, like, wait. But at the same time, you want to offer something, you know, but in order for you to do that, it's small. You got to free yourself, and you got to speak up. Divine masculine, according to this, you got to speak up. Nothing from nothing, need nothing. You got to have something if you want to be with me. Nothing from nothing, need nothing. You got to have something if you want to be with me. Sorry, that's what the divine feminines was sending me to you. I'm sorry. But that's what they said. What's going on with your thinking, divine masculines? What's going on with your thinking here? You gotta have something if you want to be with me. It's nothing. So it's really like you can't have nothing. Nothing leads to nothing. If you take no action, divine master, it's not going to lead you to anything. In your thinking right now, what you're thinking again is you got to gain strength here. In your emotions, you got to get a hold of your manhood. Where you think it is its cause and it needs to be a man, you need to let your divine feminine help to kind of lead you, guide you, stroke you, stimulate you, get you ready in that divine feminine, which means it's your emotions, to say, I can do this. This is your goal. You understand that you want your divine feminine holding on to you. So this here again, not that fake manhood where it is that, you know, people pulling on you, divine masculine, sexually, but understanding that really what it means to really truly is to stand in your manhood and to speak up. Because like I said, your words is mind-blowing. It shoots right on straight through the brain. Just like when the feminine talks to you, she shoots right on straight through the heart with you. You have that power, okay? This one here is like, again, looking in the mirror. What kind of things emotionally are you telling yourself, and what are you telling others? Are you telling people to kiss your ass, and you tell your own self to kiss your ass? So you got to kind of pay attention to what messages that you even portraying to yourself and to others, because it's mirroring back. Like I said, the chaos on the outside, inside, how this stuff mirroring. This is almost tearing off on the weekly update. I said that about that, how outside, heaven and earth, how it's being reflected. You got to watch that. Let's look and see as far as what's I did 3D. I'm sorry, I keep on grabbing for that. Let's look at your shadows. Let's go into the dark side. Okay, clear. That's interesting, but I wanted this one. It fell out. Okay, let's look. So it must be a hodgepodge of some things. And it's telling me several of you all is in this. Maybe not all, but some of you all is going to hit. It's like 4 types. So some of you all are in some kind of marriage, some kind of serious commitment. You feel like you're a bride in a cage. You feel like you're stuck there. You don't know which kind of moves to actually make. You would never know that because maybe you portray yourself some kind of way one way, but again, whatever it is goofy. you know, goofy. Most of the time they saying comedians are sometimes the most depressed people, because a lot of times they try to make other people happy, and sometimes they're masking what's actually going on with them. This is what I think about this. And so this here, you might be looking like a beautiful bride on the outside, but right now, if they take a closer look, you're dead. You're scared because you can't divine masculine. Those of you all that's in these serious committed relationships, you don't know which way is up. You don't know which way to how to make moves, and so because you got this infrared sensor, so just like when you see that in banks and in movies, they have that. You actually don't know which way. You might make one step and you might set the alarms off. You done tried on plenty of personas. You got all these clothes and you still don't know which one is the best one to fit you. You do, and so now you're at the end of the road. That's why you got to start speaking up. You look like you got a price tag here. Look like you didn't pay the price for this, and you still holding on to price tag because some kind of way you knew stepping into this you were going to return that. Only time people leave price tags on clothes is because they know, number one, they couldn't afford it. Number two, they're going to go and return it. They like, I'm just doing it for a day. So some kind of way with this commitment thing, you thought you was going to be in here just for a couple of, not long. You never did look at this as a long-term commitment. But right now, you didn't pay the cost here. Because now you dead, and now you kind of in this situation that you can't really go. You don't know which way is up. Okay, next thing here is the temple of my body. Some of you all are extremely defensive, very guarded. Anybody come near you, you cutting folks off. Even the people that are really there to try to help you out. You're very guarded. You in your ego. This is due to, again, this almost look like feathers here, like it's almost wings. You trying to let your mind take you and carry you and send you to the next place, and that's not going to go. This mind is what's keeping you like this. You can't see what you're supposed to be doing here, and you got your claws out here defensive against everybody. Well, of course, yeah, if you're in this kind of situation, you would be that way. Next thing here, you got an overactive obsession. You got an obsession, overactive crown area here, and you can't even see. Again, you're not seeing what's going on. Okay, and so you're not even seeing the enlightenment about what's going on here. So that's might be another thing. That's why you got this chaos and disorganization, because you're not really looking. Like I say, denial. You're not really in looking at the situation for it is, because again, here comes this addicted card. You are addicted to something in this whole thing. Let me see. I think they told me last time. Take this numerology card. It's out. Got my thing here. So I ain't got no pockets on. So I got my clear. What are you addicted to? Okay, I'm going to look at it because this is a shadow aspect. You are addicted to self-love. Self-love would be more in the ego thing. Like, I love myself. I love how I feel being in this situation. I love this part there. And so you're obsessed by that. But at the same time, you're not practicing self-love. Because if you had self-love truly about yourself, you would trust yourself and you'd be able to free yourself. You also are addicted as far as in this creativity. Now, it's funny, this is yellow. Yellow mean and self-love about how you even communicating that too to yourself and to others. Some kind of way people are underneath your spell as well. Creativity as far as in your power. You like this, you're addicted because this helps you to stand in what you call, so-called, you think is your power, but it is not your true power as well. You are a unicorn, but what you're using and being in this situation is really you're not using it for good. Okay? As well. So you need to watch that. Also your spirituality as well. You're addicted to this. Well, right now I don't see where it is practice. It's got crown chakra. You might be getting downloads on some things, but it's not really helping you to do that. I think about like my mom, when you talk about my dad, and so a lot of times I say, you know, my dad didn't know he was divine masculine. He didn't use it in terms of in a relationship, but he did use his ability to use his high intuition and awareness when it came to him being on a job. And he was darn good on that, because a lot of times he would be working with things, and I'm sure a lot of people around him, like I told Ma, didn't even know how he was able to solve things. They probably like, how Booker do that? And you know, he like, I don't know, something just told me put this with this and this and this. Before I know it, I had the boiler work because he was an engineer. So, you know, I think a lot of times they might use that divinity or that power for other things. And it's like, oh my God, okay, got confirmation. I got confirmation. I got to turn you up so people can hear you. And so I'm thinking that they're using that power for something else. It's spiritually, but it's in the other way. And they're not using it in this situation. Like, you know, someone say, well, that kind of pertains more so to that situation. I don't see how that transfers over into my marriage and in my love life. But spirituality is in everything. So that is how that is affecting him as far as him keeping him addicted. Okay, very good. I should follow Spirit. Spirit told me to bring out that numerology card. Saying, okay, you didn't file that, but I was going to show you you was going to need that card. And that's why. Let's go on further into the darkness as far as what is going on in the situation. Clear. So tell me what's going on in the karmic situation. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Man, you got to come on now. And I forgot to start off. I'll go into the positive. I forgot to do the conversation with you. I'll switch it around. Man, you around here trying to play like you the boss, man. You standing in your truth, but to me, this is looking like, to me, it's got an 11 here. This is funny. Like I say, you divine, but you know, you still masking your emotions. You still got this extra adornment. You addicted because you really, this divine masculine love this so-called skin that he is in right now. And this sucker is a cover up like no other. This is so phony baloney. Phony Maroney. Phony Mahoney. This is arrogance to the 9th to the 10th power. Here. But he swear he's standing in his truth though. You got to kill this. But you don't like to sweat. So I guess he's saying this is I'm picking him up. He said I use this as a mechanism so like they never see me sweat. But right now inside, he's hurting. Clear. Okay, tell me what's going on. Talk to me. Let's have a conversation. You want to become this official person, but right now you showing that, like some of them say, fake it till you make it. And I like how Kiki said last night in the sandbox Q&A about surfing into manifestation. She said you gotta faith it till you make it, not fake it till you make it. See, because right now with these energies that's going on currently, faking ain't gonna work. Okay, this is tell you right now from the overall energies here that's going on with you that you are creating more chaos and disorganization because you are not speaking the truth and you're not helping yourself to free yourself by playing like you man on campus in your karmic energy. That's not helping you. This is funny. This is your true self. And this is you. What's the difference? You look like the before and after shot. This is me before I found divine masculine or the twin flame adventure. And this is me after I claim my divinity in my divine, in my twin flame adventure. What's the difference? Look at the before and after shots. The before is you got too much stuff on, dude. You ain't even to get this kind of attention or honor or respect. Like I say, you and be honorable like that. You got to gain some medals. I mean, you got to go through some stuff here in order for him to get these medals. I mean, he done went through some battles. He done won some things. You ain't won nothing. You up there talking about I'm Duke of Earl, and you ain't did dilly squat. Like I can't. I'm going through the record books. What Duke of what again? You know what county do you belong to, or what kingdom? And I'm like, I can't find this. I don't see no Duke of nothing. Duke of what again? Okay, all right. And they go and check your records and they like, you ain't him. You just as phony as who know what. This one, you want to be, like you say, official. This one is the bootleg version. And this is the official person. Like, again, he's in red. He's grounded and rooted. This is all this black and stuff. This all hiding here. He's red. He's vivid. You bland colors. He's got that. He's got this goal. This means he's got his understanding. He's standing in his power, and he's earned that. Here. You got to work on this. This is 11. This means mastery. This is 11. Balance, but you ain't got mastery yet. Okay, I hear him say, keep on moving. Yeah, because you see me about to snap on you. And he's got a pillar here, which means he's got the foundation to hold here. He done did enough stuff of battling things within himself and out for him to be able to have a pillar here, which is a foundation. Those of you all knew, whenever I see a pillar here, that means they're the ones who's holding it up. So he's at this point that he understands, he knows he's the one that's helping to uphold the twin flame dynamic or partnership. This right here, this is phony here. I'm so be quiet, nothing. This here. Move out of that energy. That's all I'm gonna say. Move out of that energy. Clear. Move out of that energy. That's not helping you. And I've told you all that before. Then forget about everybody else. You're not here as a light worker to change other people's mind. You're here to change their mind. They don't know you. Why are you playing the tune to somebody that does not know you? What else you want to tell me? Say you understand that you got to go to the courthouse. Some of you all that's in this marriage things here, you understand it's time for you to go file these papers here. I'm so glad Kathy D helped me get a new spin on some things like that. Some of this stuff, I was thinking it was worse than what it is, but some of this stuff, once you get to making those moves about if that's what you want to part ways as far as this contract, divorce, or you got a house together or whatever like that, it might not be as bad as you think it is. I think it's the fear of doing it is the worse off than you actually moving through and actually taking steps to actually file this stuff. Again, remember the government is upon his shoulders. Leave that alone. Government means it's upon source's shoulder. Let them do that. You do your part. And again, you got to speak. I want a divorce. I'm sorry. We're going to have to break up this business. I'm sorry. I can no longer work here. This then became real karmic here. I done got to the point that I'm physically feeling sick. Every time I walk through the door, I got PTSD. Every time I walk in this classroom and I deal with these kids, every year I taught myself to get in here. And this, I'm sorry, I don't think this is the route I need to go. Okay, break that contract with that teaching contract. You in charter school or whatever like that. Say, I can't do this no more. This is not for my highest good. This is what these energies are going on now. We got this Gemini to get out of that duality that you're in. And now the Sagittarius moon that we have is to bring yourself together and make it home into understanding that we got to go in one direction. We're moving now. I think the next one is in Cancer. That's home. So again, if your home and your family life is not that, and you around here acting like you fathers knows best, and you supposed to be having award, and you ain't really being an honorable dad here, or honorable husband, or whatever it is like that, in this dynamic of other people, then the universe is going to check you. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. If I was I'd check myself before I wreck myself, before the universe get a hold of me, and then they really check me. I heard something pop. Before you really do that. So this here, go on ahead and start saying, you know what, if it's karmic contract or a soul contract, you need to start kind of finding ways that you start signing ways that you can say, it's time for me to break that contract. I think at this point I've learned all that I can. And it's probably, it's more chaos and it's disorganized, and I like to be released at this point from my contract. Talk to source, talk to angels, say, how do I go about doing this? Because this is enough. I don't want to continue on with that. You know, I'm not specialized in that, how you could be able to do that, but I do know you can talk to source. And Archangel Michael is the overseer over twin flames, along with Archangel Shamiel and Charity. Those are the two ones that are over twin flames. Talk to those angels and say, I need help, because right now this ain't it. I need to free myself. I want to free myself, and I trust myself that I'm going to find a way to get out of this situation. I cannot no longer act like the phony in this one, because I'm acting like phony baloney, Moroni in this one. I want to be legit. Too legit to quit. Well, you want to quit that, but you wanted that part. That's not it. Is there anything else you want to talk to me about? I'm thoroughly not too happy with this, and we're gonna move into the positive side. I'm not too happy about this. I'm not too happy. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I'm like an aunt or mom or whatever. I'm not too happy, son, of how you deem that you handling this. Because that pompous and that acting stuff is not acting. Look at it, the false person cards is out. I could tell. Woo! You want to become the wealthy man. You understand it's time for you to kind of take a withdrawal, okay, from this situation, because it's time. And this is what you actually want to be. You understand that you're moving in the energies, that you're becoming more of a false person, because this person that you're with emotionally, your divine, karmic, or whatever kind of feminine that's in your life is fanning the flames. They phony, and they making you act, mask your own emotions, trying to act like you suave, debonair, and you're not. Okay, and that's not the way that you need to do that, because look, behind you, the house is burning. It's going down in flames. What things you consider as a place of refuge or you can go to is burning. And that could go several ways. That could be where the divine feminine is going to be there. But to me, if that was home, it's like the more you stay where you are, the more chances it's going about to burn down more. Okay, what you think was a place for you to go to is now, they present me like Gone with the Wind. It's like they say, was that Savannah start burning down, or is that Atlanta, whatever it is. You got to get to the point and say, how honest, you got to fight for this, divine master. You've got to fight for it. You've got to go to battle with it. And you got to go to battle with it what? With your words. You got to speak it. You got to speak it in existence, and then you got to tell people in the 3D, listen here, X, Y, and Z. So you can become this official person. Something about this place that you call home or something is guarded. That's why I say about this place that you call home, something about this house issue here. The storm is coming. You're going to have series of towels. Some of you all, like Les Brown say, is either walking away from a towel or walking towards a tower. You like another one? Yes. Because a person like this person's got to be shaken to their core until they get it. Like somebody got to rob them. It's like, they got to rob them. It's something about from their stuff. They stop, give me your clothes. Most times when things of that happens, that shakes somebody to the core to make them more humble and understand. Something like that tower is something that's got to kind of rob you of your ego. You need to get robbed of your ego right now, because right now you in the place of this false identity. They need to rob you of that. Take that away. Because again, you keep on saying, I want to become this main male, which is again, you want to become official, which means you want to become the divine masculine. Somebody again that understands, has the enlightenment about some things. Really is the focus and understanding exactly where they want to go. Okay, let's move into the positive energies. What is it, this person here, this divine masculine right now, up until this moment, living in the now, is destined to be? What is Source trying to say that you're destined to be? See, two things. I think this came out the other day. Same ones again, I think. Yeah. Freedom. Want you to sing, fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like the eagle, let the spirit carry me. Won't want you fly. Fly, fly into the future. This is what they want you to do. Freedom. Fulfillment. They want you to have that peach. That peach represents that divine feminine, or everything that's peachy keen. Really, that get into your intuition and illusion, and your awareness, and lose that illusion. Peach is your divine feminine. Life could be a peach. Everything sweet as can be. But you got to get that. They want you to move into your fulfillment. And then you got to start protection. You have divine protection, but what you got to do is you got to use more knowledge in order to gain this. Like this is the tree of life. Protection. You are life. Okay? And you're divinely protected. Again, if you having this chaos and stuff, you don't want to speak in this chaos in this organization, in your into your energy, into your space, into your life. This is what they want for you. This is a very peaceful scene. This here also has electricity here. That means it's intensifying, electrifying what's going on in your life. This is what they want you, that you're protected. So even when you do speak, this is what they're telling me. Even when you do speak, understand that you're protected. You can go ahead and speak your truth. Got another one that say clean. It keeps on notifying me that. Okay. What things their source says got to change for you right now? What things have to change for you? Clear. I'm seeing you stop. Sentimental feelings. Some about you talk about what happened in the past. Some of it's sentimental feelings of like when this becomes part of the past, of you stopping being the man of the hour with so much power, according to you. And you like all them days like that, you thinking this gonna be gone, or you're sentimental about how things were in the past here. You got to work on transforming your sacred energy, how you are able to open yourself up to others, how you relate to others, and how you're able to manifest things. That has got to. You got to work through that as far as in your imagination. Instead of your imagination to talk about what's happening in the past, use your imagination to see how your future is going to be. Okay? And let's say what things. What things do you need to surrender according to source? Clear. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. I talked about that earlier. Because again, like I said, you are protected. Call on Archangel Michael. Call on Archangel Shamiel and Charity. Those two that kind of help you to understand that. If you need help in communicating, Gabriel just talked to me. Archangel Gabriel. They're very good on communication. If you need that, say I need to find the right words to say. You call on that and call on that archangel, and they will help you to be able. Because even look like when I called on them, they cleared up my speaking. That's also one that you will be able to use. You got to call on them. You say, well, angels is always around us. Angels watching over me. Angels watching over me. Well, that's right. They watching over you. But you want them to help and to intervene and to stop kind of like watching from afar in the distance. You got to actually call on them and actually talk. Say, I need your help, Archangel. I don't know. And if you say, I'm not really familiarized with angels, I don't even know if you exist. This is like my first time doing that. I seen Divine Sunshine told me, any of the angels that want to reveal themselves and help me, please step forward, make your presence known, so I can use you as a tool or help me as I'm trying to speak and get out of this chaotic situation. They'll speak. They might show you numbers, show a symbol or something. You tell them how you want them to make their presence known to you. How do they want to move as far as in this and then I'll leave off with the message because I didn't do that for the Divine Feminine. Going backwards order. What is Source seeing this karmic situation going to? What do it wants this karmic situation to go to? What's this? Clear for this Divine Masculine. Where does it want it to go? Where do they want them to go? That's too many. Make it clear, make it plain. Not you. Oh, wait a second. You had two of them in there. Oh, wow. Okay. It's like, yeah, I'll just by put it in there. It's like, will you please look at it? Let me see what this says here. Sometimes it's so deep, though. I love these cards, but they got some abstract things in here. Okay, here we go. Woo-wee. All right. You got to get the wheel to turning. They got so many energies that's in here as well to get it to turning. So they got like really like it's got the snake here, understanding that you got to kind of get rid of and shed some of that identity. It's got a scepter, which means you got to stand in your power. It's got here like a cup, so you got to also offer that as well. I don't know if that's a flame or what is that? Or is that a knife? So you're probably going to have to cut some things out as well. You got this up here, this creature here I'm not familiarized with. Probably some people might know what that is as well. Let me look at this. But you got a lot of people looking here. But it don't matter who looking. Because, see, that's probably your problem. You keep on saying, they're going to be looking and seeing, as I turn the wheel, I'm self-conscious about that. I don't know. I want people looking at me while I'm doing that. But, see, right now, it does not matter. Okay, the wheel is like the wheel of luck and money at a carnival. As it turns, the audience watches with all the emotions that constantly changing fortune can evoke. So you gotta watch the other people's changing. Somebody said that. Says a lot of times, sometimes watching you or being a part of your relationships, they're not adding value to it. Sometimes through their energies, they could be also a part of interference. That's what it says. So amidst the flux, Lilith. Oh, this is Lilith. She came out earlier. Oh wow, she's making an appearance again. Lilith, appearing at the top of the wheel, may bring harmony. She is fixed at the pinnacle of success, balancing all the desperate elements of life. Her lion's body signifies strength, and her wings suggest mental power. So you're getting some strength and some mental power from this. And it's a balance that source is trying to create in your life. And so according to the Lilith, this is bringing you harmony. Calm and impassive, she is not frightened by change, since she can accept and use it. So they're going to move you into the energies that in your emotions, understanding not to be frightened of change. The eagle has appeared to be, then I just seen that, fly like an eagle to the sea. Now you tell me I'm not channeling. The eagle has disappeared to be replaced by the lion's body. Oh, into your sea could be into your emotions. That's why I say that. So, having penetrated the forces of life, Lilith no longer needs the mental power she held. Didn't I say something about that mental stuff was messing you up? I could have sworn I said that earlier. And her tail, that of a crocodile, emphasizes the humanity is part of the animal kingdom. The Japanese temple in the background. Yeah, I wanted to know what that was. The Japanese temple in the background is part of a story about travel and change told by Chick Corea, the jazz musician, during his visit to Christiania. While I was painting this card, Temecula is crouched on the left side of the wheel, making the wheel true to my fortune, as he became my husband since the card was completed. Oh, so okay. The message, so something about really to me is changing the fortune so you can pick your right person, partner. So you're changing it. So you can bring in and draw in by the completion of this wheel, which is your cycle that you got to go on to create this change, that you will be with your rightful person. So the message of the wheel is that change is the governing law of life. It is only possible to free oneself from the turning of the wheel by accepting its motions and thus living in harmony with it. The planetary sign of the wheel is Jupiter. We know that. Okay. All right then. So this is telling you, they're saying change. Sources tell you change is coming. Increased new experiences is coming. Good fortune is possible if balance is achieved between rising and descending influences. Okay, so kind of just go with the flow with this, but at the same time, when you feel needed that you need to say something, it's saying say something in this karmic situation here. Okay, so change is coming, whether you like it or not, but it's changing, it's coming. Okay, what is it saying again for this as far as, ooh, I like it smaller, but that's all right. Clear. What is going on as far as the energies that source wants you to move into, divine masculine, with as far as this connects, they're saying here. Tick. All righty there. All right. Well. So the energy said divine mask, and they say is moving you into right now is this understanding that really it looks like the divine feminine energies is taking care of your needs. There, you look like you just rested. Like after you have accomplished all this that you're saying, now you're the official man, and now it seems like the divine feminine has no problem to be able to submit to your wanting of your needs there as well, because you look like you enjoy it. And this is like after a well done battle, then yes, you can enjoy your spoils. It looks like to me, and it's funny, the tower is behind you. So once that tower thing is over with and done, that's behind you, that storm, then you can have this. Okay, so you can see that, because she looks like she's open and vulnerable too as well. Okay, and then also moving you into this one, the stars, having your wishes fulfilled and dreams. So it looked like the divine feminine say, in the meantime, I'm gonna be pissing on everything, pissing on things that no longer suit me as well as that one. And so again, the divine masculine has that go that night on there again. That's the overall energies again. He's been battling, and so now right now, probably he's saying even after battle, he's going to kind of rest and kind of dream about his divine feminine and her being in her power and how she's just crushing everything that's in her thing, and she's just laughing as she's doing it, and he's just admiring her at that. So this is, so after he does this, he's battling, he's going to start setting his sights and focus on his divine feminine energies and how she's being powerful, and like I said again, giving that golden I was about to say golden shower, but anyway, she's doing that. She's, like I say, pissing on everything, just getting rid of this in her true power and handling things like a boss here, which then it leads him to, after that, that's over with, that battle, that tower has happened, which he had to battle with, then he can be able to enjoy his divine feminine now catering to his needs. Okay, all right then, is that it? No, let's kind of, I'm sorry, almost, so this is an hour. Woohoo, this is a good one, and then I'm finished. What is the message? I forgot. Nope, because I heard say I didn't get to talk to my divine feminine and tell her what is on my mind. Yes, you did not, sir. So let's go on and let's do that. Let's end on this note. Okay, so now, clear. What is it that you want to tell the divine feminine, divine masculine? Make it plain. Make it clear. I like this. This caught my eye. Divine feminine, I'm thinking about you right now. You are the glow that lights up my life. Oh, your beautiful face is always on my mind. Oh, and I've been bleeding in your silence. So again, some of you all have not talked and spoken to your divine masculine. Well, you've been silent, but it seemed like the spirit is telling you, and you need to speak up. So like we mirror each other. So I'm being quiet so you can speak up. Divine masculine. So that's the way we're going to look at it that way. So divine feminine saying, I'm being quiet because it's time for you to speak up. Okay. And what else do you want to say? Read into it, understand? Clear? Woo, that's plain. What's going on with you? He's saying, what was I thinking? Yeah, because he's saying, especially he's seeing now, he in this chaos and this organization. He's seeing now, what the hell was I thinking? Going into a dark place, and I need you to shine your light on me. Yeah, that came out early about how the divine feminine is helping to pull him out. And he said he needs to make that change. Yeah, you do. Look at the man in the mirror. Make that change. It's time to make that change. And that's shown by this wheel. Wheel says about change. So again, that's what we need. All right, the divine masculine energies. All right, we're gonna pray for you always. If you want to, I felt this. If somebody liked the cards that I had used for the divine masculine energies, you could go to Divine Unisouls 11, and these are both my 2 cards. These are the Divine Unisouls 11 cards, Oracle cards, and these are my I Know Ye Are Gods Divine Masculine Suite cards here. You could be able to look and use these cards too. You go to my Divine Unisouls 11.co I'm selling those there. Also, for those of you all, we having a healing service, Divine Master, that'll be helpful for you as far as you want to move into your energies as well. Join us this Sunday for our, we're going to have a healing service for that, which is Jupiter 1111 is going to be here, so that's going to help us with this new portal that's coming in on this Sunday. That is at 7:30 Central Time and 8:30 Eastern Time, live here on Divine Unisouls. So you have Jupiter 1111, April Williams, and also Kathy D. So we're going to have something for your mind, your body, and your spirit, which is needed in order to manifest things and needed in order to heal. So please join us on that as well. I think you're going to need a notebook too for what Kathy D has planned too, so make sure that you have that as well. Also, if you like the readings that I have done here, I also do instant readings where you just go on ahead and go to Divine Usos 11. I have 7 situations and 4 solutions. You match up which one the Spirit leads you to do, and when you do that, you just pay $7 for the situation, $4 for the solution, and you have a reading for $11. Or you could just do the solution, or you could just do the situation. Either way it goes, you get a reading as low as for $4, and you get it instantly. As soon as you put it in, it downloads the video done reading by me right there. So if you would like to have one of those things, but you can always get a personalized also reading with me, go to divineunisouls11.co and you can book one right there on spot. And I do divine masculine or divine feminine readings, or I do the both of you all. So check that out as well. All right, and then I do just the regular ones, or I do the ones that have, like, if you just want the McNasty, that's the ones that have all the little juicy big nasty ones with the 18 and over things. I give you as a free kind of look at it, but when you do your readings, I either just do just the plain ones, or I do it with the McNasty twist to it as well. All right then, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, namago. Love you. All right, Divine Masters, go out there and speak your mind and free yourself. All right, until next time.